Citizens, what's up? It's President Awall here, and I am very interested to know what you guys think about this, but it appears that the fastest way to level up or to tier up or to get points and move up the ladder in this game is 2v2s. Let me know if you guys are having a similar experience, but I'm about like 25-0 right now in 2v2s, just kind of teaming up with people in the Citizens Guild. And that has been the majority of my recent climbing since I got into Chromium. In 1v1s, I've got like maybe a 60-65% win ratio. In 2v2s, I've got, I think, literally a 100% win ratio when I team up with people that I know. So what I want to discuss in this video is, what is the fastest way to tier up? Are the majority of the players that are towards the top of the ladder right now, did they 2v2 to get to the top? Or did they just race to the top during pre-release and then get up there? And what are you guys doing to climb the ladder right now? Most of the people in Citizens Guild that are accelerating quickly are doing so simply because they're doing 2v2s with each other. And then they're kind of supplementing with some 1v1s on the side to kind of make sure that, they're brushed up on their 1v1s and they're playing different play modes. Because 2v2 has its own merits, right? I don't know. I'd be curious to know what you think. Regardless, this is British, and this is my Princess Leia deck. I'll actually show you the deck here in a minute. I started recording this video right when we queued up. You never know how long queue times are going to be. But this is unedited footage. I hope you guys are enjoying the new increase in quality, by the way. I've got 1080p, 30 FPS, which is pretty good for direct capture. Direct audio capture. This is the best microphone I can possibly set up for on a tablet, so I'm pretty happy with the quality so far. Let me know what you guys think, but it looks like this enemy is going to be really focusing in the top lane. So what I'm going to do is drop my Yvonne here on the back line so she can do terrible. Well, it looks like she got pulled out front. They're going to be trying to bunch us up here. Whoa, getting some bit of lagginess there. That was unfortunate. And I'm going to defend the mid lane as well. And just going to keep pressuring. Looks like this Boba Fett is like running up to the top here. I don't even know what he's doing. And they just killed my freaking polar bear with a minigun. One of my new favorite units. He might be one of my favorites next to Exploding Garbage Can. Exploding Garbage Can, aka Gonk Droid, is pretty freaking amazing. But we're going to drop our troopers here. Nice job bunching us up, I suppose. But I'm going to drop Polar Bear with a minigun. And watch Polar Bear with a minigun focus Vader. Unfortunately, he got killed. If he would have continued to focus Vader there, he can be one of the most dangerous hero killers in the game. Which is really, really fun to play off of. I'm going to drop Chewie here, or in a Wookiee rather, who's going to begin to chase towards this tower. And with Yvonne, we can get, well, dang it. Yvonne has enough HP to where she can kind of still be dangerous. Even though I need to be very careful not to get pulled in here by Vader. He's going to use his ability very, very quickly. And it looks like he's got a lot of like CC and like zoning abilities that he's trying to use. Hopefully neither one of them ends up picking up like an X-Wing here. Otherwise they'll be able to like clear out this push. But I'm going to continue to push up the top lane. And this deck is not necessarily specifically designed for 2v2s. It's designed for 1v1s. But it totally works for 2v2s. Just got myself killed there. I definitely shouldn't have done that. I should have hung back a little bit more. I'm kind of playing this deck like I would play a Han Solo deck. But whatever. I'm going to drop the Rebel here in the top lane, and Polar Bear with the minigun does have decent enough HP to where he can survive a bit. He can take a little bit of area of effect damage, and if you can get him to begin like this, to focus on one target, focus on a structure, he is absolutely unstoppable. So I'll just show you the deck here in a minute, and then we'll queue back up with British, one of my guildmates here, but yet another W, right? Haven't lost any games, just stomping people in 2v2s, and I'm not saying that to be a dick or to like to like make myself look amazing. Here's the actual deck itself, right? I released a video prior to this kind of covering the deck in detail. That's why I'm kind of glossing over it. But I've got Leia, I've got Yvonne, and my two tanking options here are MLC Light Tank as well as Wookiee, and I then have nice mob options with Troopers, with Twi'leks, as well as Marauders. It's a pretty simple and it's a very fast deck. With an average cost of 3, that is incredibly fast. Okay, let's get back to the conversation at hand, though. Is 2v2 the fastest way to ladder? Well, if you're able to basically team up with someone and you're able to increase the overall kind of tier and ranking within your particular guild or your group of friends, the higher level your friends are, the higher level you're going to be. So if you end up teaming up with people and you're all accelerating, you can all carry each other up the ladder. And that's something that I think is a really cool social element. And perhaps this is something that Netmarble is doing deliberately. Maybe I can give them the benefit of the doubt here by implementing, and guilds didn't exist pre-release, by the way, by implementing guilds, and also the team up 2v2 feature did not exist pre-release either. They implemented both of those on release, and we know that the longevity of any mobile game or any PvP game or any really multiplayer online game depends on the community sticking around in the long term. And what keeps people around in the long term is playing with other people. Guilds do that. I mean, take a look at World of Warcraft, the MMO, we'll just call it an MMO, not an MMORPG, just the MMO with the most longevity of all time, and it's all about the guilds, it's all about the raids and activities that you do with that group of people, and them sort of pressuring you socially, if you will, and reminding you that you should continue playing the game. And Netmarble knows that. They have a couple other kind of massively multiplayer game titles on mobile. And I think by releasing the team up feature and the guild feature upon launch of this game, it's with long term in mind. This game was made directly, to my knowledge, directly in collaboration with LucasArts and with Disney. That's not just like something they just threw on the title. That's something to take into account, that this is going to be a big play for them, if you will. And they're going to try to group us up there, but I've got my boy with the machine gun here, and looks like we've got two of them actually pushing this lane, and they're going to try to do some significant wave clear. So I'm going to throw down Marauders here and focus his hero. Thrawn can be very, very dangerous if left unchecked, and I want to make sure that I don't kind of take it for granted. I'm going to just kind of stand back and play defense and wait for them to make some major mistakes. Deploying the Honor Guard is a great tanking option. And speaking of tanking options, dropping a tank behind someone else's tank, like your MLC light tank, is extremely dangerous. It does an ungodly amount of damage. And as you can see, British is really carrying there in the bottom lane. And really, I can just kind of maintain top lane, as well as maintain, I'm going to throw some Marauders up there too. Maintain top lane and maintain mid, and looks like I took down top as well, so I really don't care if they clear that out at all. And now dropping Chewie here, dropping some Twi'leks, gonna clear out mid lane and just defend top, so we don't get any stupid losses here. But yeah, this is working, right? This is working very, very well. And this is actually, this ability right here, Rebel Troopers, is a big reason why I think Leia is viable. That, in addition to the fact that her every third attack is that piercing attack, which is really, really useful, kind of a built-in wave clear. And so many situations on this map end up being like, it's basically a bowling alley, right? You're just like rolling the bowling ball down the bowling alley, and your piercing attack can end up hitting like 6, 7, 8 units, and it's just really, really powerful. Looks like Thrawn, I believe that was his ability, with the little spinning things around people. It's essentially Bloodlust. Movement speed and attack speed increase. Ended up getting a nice clear there, but with MLC light tank here on the back lines, I really don't see them being able to push through here. Can drop Marauders right behind them, and that's going to be a quick W there. And one thing I love about Twi'leks is I can do stuff like that. I can just do a really nice quick deploy. And with Wookiee up front, I like throwing Yvonne on the back lines. And damn it, she got pulled in. Never mind. I was going to say, look at her doing her melee attacks. Like, don't F around with her. Like, her melee attacks do some serious damage, and a lot of people kind of take it for granted. Yeah, chase after me, bro. That's going to work out. Trust me. You're not going to lose the game. Just going FTW, trying to take his anchor out on me. GG. And GG to British. Really carrying hard in that bottom lane. And as you can see, you don't necessarily have to have a really AoE, a really area of effect focused deck. in order to succeed in 2v2. The Han deck I uploaded on the channel recently, that one have obviously, just Han generally speaking, has a nice area of effect component kind of built in with his trip mines, and also with Chewbacca's taunt, and that's something that, you know, I feel like Han is a bit stronger for 2v2s, but I wanted to show you Leia instead because Han's like a no-brainer. He's super obvious that he's strong in 2v2s. I wanted to show you that Leia is also strong in 2v2s if you put together a faster deck and you counter and you don't get too aggressive. So, back to the subject at hand in this video. Is 2v2 maybe broken a little bit? I mean, I discussed this in a previous video. I asked you guys what you thought. Should 2v2 be a part of the main ladder in the game? And it looks like a lot of you guys in the comments on that particular video said that you thought 2v2s should be on their own ladder. That's what I was saying in the video, and I'm sure a lot of you would agree just because I'm saying it in the video, but I think some of you would have disagreed had you truly disagreed with that statement. And I think 2v2 should be its own ladder. Or maybe in the future there's this 1v1 ladder, and then 2v2 becomes a part of like guild-specific activities. So let's say guilds actually get really adopted in the game, and almost everybody's in a guild, right? Maybe 2v2s in the team-up feature contributes to like guild points or like guild status or a guild ladder, which determines your guild rewards for everybody a part of that guild. So in that sense, 2v2s aren't necessarily their own ladder, but they contribute towards guild ladder because 2v2s ultimately are a feature that's in this game because it allows you to team up with other people. That's why there's a freaking team up button. That's my opinion. I think they should focus 2v2s on the team up element of it, and that's just how it should go. That's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Regardless, I need to drop some troopers up front here. I need to be very careful as they try to focus. Hopefully they don't take down my polar bear with a minigun here too quickly. And we have Mega Mob in the top lane. Look at that. That's ridiculous. That Mega Mob is ridiculous. But once Emperor Palpatine gets in there, they're going to be able to do a pretty decent job of finishing all of that off and clearing it out. But their big AT-ST push in the top lane did not work. And once again, I'm going to drop down Polar Bear with a minigun here. And I don't know, maybe some of you guys are going to be pissed that I call it Polar Bear with a minigun, but I love that name. He does, he looks like a freaking Yeti with a minigun or Polar Bear with a minigun. Anyway, let's continue to push up this top lane. I think that Emperor Palpatine's probably going to show up any moment to have a fun and friendly surprise for all of us. That's why I'm going to drop this MLC light tank here, and I'm going to kind of hang back a bit and just provide supporting fire. You got to be very, very careful when there's a Palpatine around. And my job at this point is just to ensure that I'm applying continuous pressure. I'm going to run into their base as a distraction and shoot their tower. There we go, I got it. Picked it up. I basically just stood still there because I assumed I would die. And I did that extra pressure in the top lane, seeing that my boy British on the mini-map is pounding down this bottom lane really effectively. So British is just very reliable. I can really count on him to deliver on lane pressure and to kind of keep an eye on me. The two of us would have really good synergy, and yeah, well, that's a really, really douchey word to use, but synergy is the right word to use here. So there you go, there's 3 more victories. Easy. And I'm not saying easy to throw it in your face like, other players you suck, GG easy. It was easy. That's not me being a dick either. Like, it just objectively was easy to win that because I teamed up with somebody who was in my guild that I can count on. Look at these opponents. Jedi Knightman was in no guild. Malorian was in a guild. It looks like there was just a pickup group. Who knows what the skill level of that player is going to be? Who knows if they're going to work with you? Who knows if they know what the deal is? Huge advantage if you're in a guild. Let me know what your thoughts on 2v2 are in the comments below. But personally, I think 2v2 is the fastest way to rank up right now. As it stands at the moment, we're looking at, I'm at 2798. I'm looking to get to 3400 this season, and I would love to get up to tier 6. And I know that 2v2 is my fastest path to be able to do that. I've got 4 days remaining. If I just 2v2 grind it out, I'll be able to get there. Alright, I'm throwing my avatar on the screen. Click that to subscribe. Turn on notifications so you actually see in your feed when I release videos, otherwise you probably won't. And I've got 2 other videos over here, probably Star Wars Force Arena videos. You should click those. The more of my videos you watch in a row, the more YouTube thinks my channel is awesome. And that makes me feel great. Thanks for watching, amigos. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.